Hello, I'm Lucy, and welcome to a class that was recorded live for you from SoulTribe Studios. Wherever and whenever you are practicing, I hope that you feel the warmth of our community and the support of the practice. So hop onto your mat and let's begin. Okay, so we shall begin. And as I say a few opening words, just feel comfortable on your mat any way you want to. So take your time to listen to your body and how it wants to take up space on your mat. You might feel you want to be still. You might feel you want to invite some soft, comforting movement as you listen. So just opening up the practice. You might like to soften or close your eyes. And invite as much ease into your body as you can. So this next hour is for you to deeply listen to what feels healing to you today. With a somatic practice, everything is an invitation to explore how it feels in your body. So you are very welcome to adapt, speed up, to slow down, to release any worries or concerns you might have about making it look right. There's no such thing. It's an invitation to feel more deeply and to remember the interconnectedness of the body-mind, not two separate things, not body and mind, but your body-mind. And in this week's practices, we have been inviting an idea in yoga that we call dharana. So dharana is the sixth limb of yoga. And what it means is, very simple really, focusing on one thing at a time. And this helps to prepare for meditation, concentrating on one thing at a time, whether that is the breath, the experience in a part of your body, or a small movement. We're going to invite dharana to hopefully ease our somewhat cluttered mind. Welcome calm and welcome release as we move later on in the practice towards a technique which will invite emotional release into the hips. And I will guide you there one step at a time. But my friends, for now, let's start with the breath as you sit or lie on your mat. Allow everything else to fall away apart from your awareness of the sound of your breath. There's nothing else you have to do but witness the sound of your breath. And perhaps notice what it reminds you of. Maybe the ocean or the wind in the trees. Whatever it is, know that it connects you. Each inhale and exhale to the rhythms of nature and the universe. You're not just a part of that, you are it. Consciousness experiencing itself. Now we've focused on the sound of the breath. Take your awareness to how the breath feels, and you might like to bring your hands to connect with an area of the body that you feel guided to, that helps you deepen into the sensations of your breath. That might be your belly, your ribs, your heart, your womb space. Try not to second guess, but trust that you know what feels right to you. How does each breath feel? Which parts of your body is it moving? Does that movement feel spacious, or is there a little tightness there? And as ever, no judgment of that, just witnessing and noticing. You might like to come more deeply into the rhythmic cycle of your breath. Inhaling, holding, finding the stillness, and then exhaling and finding the stillness. 4-part breath of inhale, stillness, exhale, stillness. It's so natural that the thoughts will want to go off in their own direction. But through dharana, we are helping ourselves into this state of calm awareness, gently guiding back to the breath each time those thoughts run away with us. Come back. They're running away. You come back. They're running away. You come back. Take 3 more breaths or so, tracing that rhythm of inhale, stillness, exhale, stillness. Then I invite you to bring your awareness to any movements your body wants to make right now. The freedom of that might feel a little bit scary at first, but little by little, you will begin to trust yourself more deeply. Is it your feet, your legs, your arms, your fingers that want to move? Follow that inner knowing. Honor the wisdom that is within you. Let those movements be as small, as gentle, or as big and expansive as you want them to be. might like, as I've just done, to let out a couple of good sighs with your exhale. Never underestimate the power of sounding out the breath. And again, that might be something that makes you feel nervous at first, but little by little, we will feel just how healing it can be. And my loves, in your own time, in your own way, make your way to a comfortable seat. There's never any rush here. Check in with your beautiful body. How do you want to sit? What feels good? And then give yourself a hug. And let's not rush this hug. Notice, Dharana, concentrate on how it feels to bring your own hands to your own body. We're in this physical shape, but what does it mean to you? What does it feel like to you? What ideas, images might be coming through as you soften or close your eyes and really feel into this self-contact. Listen, receive. It might be words that you are hearing, might be pictures in your mind's eye. It might be that your awareness is being drawn to a certain part of the body, and if so, just trust that there is medicine there. It's all happening for a reason. And over the next minute or so, the stillness might be the medicine you need. Or you might like to explore some soothing, rocking motions. That might be rocking forwards and backwards. It might be gently swaying side to side, or perhaps circling round. Maybe you weave together a little of each of those. This is where having your eyes closed for a somatic practice can be really helpful, because it limits the distractions of what other people are doing and brings you more fully into what you need. Let's take another 2 or 3 deep, full breaths, nourishing the movement. You might like to round off this somatic self-contact by just gently massaging with the fingertips or rubbing, squeezing. Maybe move your hands down your arms. And again, you might rub, squeeze, massage. A little sweep can also feel nice, especially if you are practicing at the beginning or the end of the day, just to clear energies. And let's round off by rubbing our hands together, feeling the energy that you are creating, the energy that you are. And then bring your hands up to your eyes and notice what you can feel shining off your palms. Maybe you experience it as vibration, as heat, as a gentle tingling. It's your life force. Take a couple of breaths here. And as we honor Dharana, concentrating on one thing at a time, when you are ready, bring your hands together and notice how that feels. Just that one thing. Hands together. And when you're ready, bring your thumbs to your third eye, the point between your eyebrows, the seat of your inner vision. Might notice what you are seeing in your mind's eye right now. Colours, pictures, patterns. And if you wish to deepen into that, gently circle the thumbs around the third eye area. For third eye massage. Breathing lots of love into this space. We can so often overlook our intuition, our ancient wisdom. It's always been there. Okay. Going to stillness. As you inhale now, I invite you to open your hands and arms into a gentle cactus and to subtly lean forwards, open your eyes as wide as you can. And then as you exhale, back in, cover the eyes as you gently close them. Inhale, open, look. Exhale, gently cover. And as you move through a few rounds of this, notice what you see each time you close your eyes. Once or twice more. Now in yoga, we call the gaze of our eyes our drishti. So next time you bring your hands to your eyes, take a breath in and out. Dharana to the drishti, concentrate on the gaze of your eyes. Bring your palms together again and focus your drishti on your thumbs, just in front of you now. Now we're going to gently extend the arms in front of us, keeping the drishti with the thumbs. And as you inhale, travel with the left thumb, keeping your drishti focused on that thumb. Just going as far as you're comfortable, noticing the spaces that are opening as we move into the gentle twist, and then exhale back to center, following with the eyes all the time. Now to the other side. One area of focus at a time. I don't know if you guys can resonate with this, but it's really at the points in my life when I have felt most overwhelmed, panicked, low, it's because I have been forgetting to focus on one thing at a time. And this practice has really helped me come back. So you might do this once more to each side. As slowly or as swiftly as you like. Palms meet. This time, guide them into the heart space and bow your head, chin to chest. Take a couple of breaths, breathing deeply into the upper back body, your shoulders, the back of your neck. And when you're ready, inhale, lift the head, bring your hands down to your knees, circle your shoulders a couple of times in a way that just feels good to you. Let's allow that to flow into some seated cat-cows. So with each inhale, draw your elbows into the waistline, press your heart space forwards. And as you exhale, take your elbows wide, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale to open front body. Exhale, open the back body. Do this to the depth that feels good to you. If you want to make this movement a little bigger, the option is there as you inhale to come back to those cactus arms, and as you exhale to bow as low down to the earth as you want to take it. When you are ready, come back to a nice long spine, resting the fingertips on either side of you now. Turn to look down at your left fingertips. And let the drishti follow the fingertips. Inhale up and over. Easing into a gentle somatic side body stretch. And then back to where you started, following with the eyes. A couple more times on this side. Up and over. Maybe you imagine you can see a trail of color or light trailing from your fingertips. You're painting that through space. And when you are ready, turn to look down at your right fingertips and let's explore this side, following with the drishti. What do you notice? What can you see? Once or twice more. As you come back to center now, give your wrists a little shake out. You might like to bring that up into the shoulders, maybe into the lips even. Take it out in any direction you feel guided to. Find freedom through the form. When you're ready, come join me in tabletop. Okay. So once you're here, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, toes curled under or pressing into the tops of the feet. Spread your fingers wide and send your drishti softly down between your hands. That your spine is neutral. Take 2 or 3 breaths up and down the highway of the spine, just feeling the prana, the life force energy there. Remember that where your awareness goes, energy flows. So even by taking your dharana, your concentration to certain areas, you are beginning a shift. Something is happening. When you feel ready, start to explore how cat-cows feel to you today. Inhale, allow your front body to open as you drop the belly, open the heart, lift the head. And exhale, round the spine up towards the sky. Inhale, drop the belly, look straight ahead. Exhale, round the spine. And what does your body need from these movements? Do you want to go really slowly or a little more swiftly? If your lower back and your hips feel tight, you might like to take your knees wider than hips. Give yourself some space to breathe and move and feel. And if you feel like you want to move a little bit more, as you inhale, as well as dropping the belly, soften the elbows, bring the nose down towards the mat. As you exhale, round the spine and drop the hips back towards the heels. So you're creating these beautiful rolling cat-cows. All an invitation. And you are free to change your mind anytime. This practice is an evolution, allowing yourself to notice what you need at each moment. Now, lots of us tend to store a lot of emotion in the hips. This is for ancestral reasons, epigenetics, what we've inherited from our ancestors, but also from this lifetime. Experiences we've gone through that have made us tighten up in the hips, that have triggered our fight-flight response. And the body has memory, muscle memory. So we are going to just give ourselves a loving hand to release some of that today. We'll begin that process now. So when you're ready, come back to your hands at knees. Bring your knees underneath your hips if you've taken them a little bit wider. Curl your toes under, check that your hands are a shoulder width apart. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, let your hips lift up towards the sky. Notice how that feels. And as you exhale, drop your knees back down to where you started. So we'll inhale, lift your hips up. And exhale, come back down. As slow as you like. A couple more times. Ultimately, this practice is going to take us to a place where the body starts to shake through the hips and tremble to release tension. So we're going to gently fatigue the legs to help that to happen. The next time your hips rise up towards the sky, take a couple of breaths there, and it might feel nice to pedal the legs out, to bend each knee in turn, or to lift and lower your heels together. See what feels nice, what feels like space, and release. And allow your heart space to softly melt back towards your legs. Feel the beautiful length of your spine, tailbone reaching up towards the sky. And then we're going to start a really slow, mindful walk up towards the hands, one little step at a time, until you arrive in your forward fold. Make it your own. Let your arms, shoulders, head and neck hang heavy. If your hamstrings are calling for a deep stretch, then keep the legs straight, tilt the tailbone up towards the sky. But if you're craving softness, let your knees bend as deeply as you like. And whatever you are choosing, meet yourself there with some good deep breaths in and sigh it out. In and out. You might like to sway a little bit from side to side. tracing your fingertips across the mat or through the space. Notice how your lower back is feeling. Bring your dharana there. Beautiful. Now I want you to listen to your own body as you travel up to standing. So take your dharana to your feet. You might like to wiggle your toes, check in with the soles of your feet. And then begin to draw the energy up, breath by breath, little by little, as you rise to standing in your own good time. So often we feel we have to hurry and keep up with other people, but you don't. You don't. You'll get there in your own time. And when you do, enjoy rolling your shoulders. Maybe let out a nice somatic sound with the exhale. So shoulder rolls might be feeling good, or you might prefer to drop into a little shake out once you get to standing. Maybe a little bit of each. Okay. All right, come to a comfortable stance. We're going to come into a little balance here, so be kind to yourselves. Now gently take your left foot back and lift it. We're going to fatigue the ankles a little bit. So soften into your right knee and see how it feels to lift the right heel and then to lower it down. Lift the right heel and lower it down. And this is an exploration, okay? Very unlikely that we will nail this, and that's not the purpose anyway, so embrace any wobbles. Let your arms do what they need to help you balance. Try that once more on this side. And then bring the left foot back down. Drop into the knees a little. Let the arms be heavy. Shake, shake, shake. And then we'll take that to the other side. So anchor into your left foot. Lift your right foot. Your drishti, the focus of your eyes, really handy here. So let your drishti rest on a spot of the floor or the wall. And then see how this side goes. Lifting the left heel, lowering it down. Lifting, lowering. Maybe once more. Your arms are creating their own unique dance, so let's embrace that. And then bring your right foot back down. Sweep your arms up to the sky as you inhale and exhale as low down as you want to go. Inhale up, exhale, paint the space down. Inhale up. Notice how that feels and where your body wants to take it. Bigger or smaller, louder or quieter. Once or twice more, my friends. Let's sweep up. Check that the feet are a comfortable distance apart. Lengthen your tailbone down. Relax your shoulders down and away from your ears. And then bend both knees. So yes, we're in chair, but we're going to bring the dharana to the upper legs. So you might even want to rest your hands on your thighs here rather than reaching with the arms. Breathe your awareness into your thighs. You can keep this as gentle or take it as deeply as you feel. Don't be afraid to let those sighs, those sounds happen. To notice what is rising. Let's take 3 more deep breaths together. Now we're going to take our dharana, our awareness, up to our hips. So releasing from this chair variation, take your feet as wide as you want to now. And we're going to start nice and soft. So close your eyes if you like. Just start bending into each knee. Allow your arms to float through space. Now keep bringing your dharana to your hips. Notice how it feels to begin to gently open them up. So the deeper and lower you take this, the more space you're going to welcome into your hips. It might be helpful to turn your toes out, heels in, and to tilt the body forward so you can sweep as low as you feel. Imagine you are combing through the space. In Qigong, we call this combing the chi, so maybe gently claw the fingertips, comb through from left to right. It's with repetition that some of the deepest benefits can come. So let's keep flowing left to right for a little longer. If the movement is still feeling good, do continue, but you might like to find stillness in an open hip shape. So that might mean bringing your hands down to the mat or to your blocks. Or you might prefer to come to goddess, lift the upper body. Keep sending your awareness into those hips. Take a deep breath in, sigh it out. And then slowly heel toe your feet back together, my loves. Come back to standing in your own good time. Roll the shoulders. And now, for this final little preparation move, we're going to need a little bit of wall or support behind us. So just choose a flat bit of wall. I'll stay here and hope the banisters hold up. Okay, so we're going to bring our feet about hips width apart, and first of all, just let yourself sink into the support behind you. It's there, it always is. But notice how it feels to acknowledge and witness that. You are supported. Breathe that in. You are supported. I'm going to let that sense of support deepen. So walk the feet a little further in front of you and bend the knees so it's like you're sitting on an invisible chair. Okay? Your back is straight, your back is supported. Tailbone is long. Close your eyes if it feels good to. You can rest your hands on your thighs and maybe even give them a little reassuring rub. You're doing good. Breathe into the back body for a few more moments. Probably feeling some fire in your legs as well. Whenever you're ready, slowly release. Come back to the mat. And I'm inviting you now to lie down and to come into one of two shapes. We're going to hold this shape for about a minute, but obviously I don't want you to push into any discomfort or pain, so come out anytime you need. So our first option is a lifted bridge pose. So we'll have the feet to hips width apart, arms by our sides, and then lift the hips up and stay there for as long as you can. So knees and hips are in alignment. And your other option is to bring the soles of the feet together into Baddha Konasana, the knees open wide, hips and pelvis are open, but then we're going to press down firmly through the arms and lift the hips in this shape. So choosing which of those two shapes feels most nourishing, feels most healing to you. And as you take your time in this shape, I want you to breathe so much love down into your hips. Your hips, your pelvis, your lower back. Honor and witness the stories they carry. Honor the way that they allow you to move physically and flow emotionally. It's all there. Listen to what they are saying to you right now. For 10 seconds or so, if all still feels well. And then slowly, slowly release down. Now we're going to come to the neurogenic emotional release, shaking of the hips. And I'm going to give you a little demonstration first, just briefly, so you know what you might expect. So we're going to begin in Baddha Konasana. Just watch me first. So make sure you're just comfortable. Baddha Konasana. And then we're going to lift the knees just a little way. And it might be there's a little bit of shaking because of the preparatory moves that we've done. Starts to happen there. But everybody's shaking will look different, okay? So it might be more of a tremble. It might be subtle, it might be big, it might be more of a shudder. And we're going to hold that there for a minute or so, and then we're going to lift them again, just a little way. And notice the trembling that starts to happen there. Breathe into it. And then the third, so 3 little pit stops. The third lift for another minute or so. And just know that you are doing your body a beautiful service by letting this shake out through you. And it might feel a little bit scary at first. Some people can feel scared by it because they think, well, if I start shaking, maybe I won't stop. But you've stopped yourself from doing this your whole life. So I think you'll be able to stop. All right, we put these like blocks on ourselves. And when you do feel ready, bring your feet, the soles of your feet to the mat, and the trembling will most likely carry on. And the way to stop it is just slowly lengthen each leg down the mat. Okay, so let's see where this takes us. Go gentle, be kind to yourself. Let's begin in Adho Konasana, soles of your feet wide. You can either have your arms by your sides or rest your hands on your body, wherever you're comfortable. Take a couple of deep breaths in, sigh them out. Here, holding the space for you. So when you are ready, lift your knees a couple of inches for our first stop. And see what happens there. And breathe your awareness into your hips. Be with the experience of your own body. It's talking to you, it's communicating with you. It's the most intimate relationship you will ever have. It's been about a minute, so when you're ready, lift the knees a couple of inches higher. Keep nourishing this experience with the breath and allowing what needs to tremble through you to move instead of staying stuck and tight and tense. Good. Our third and final. Lift the knees a couple more inches. Continue to breathe love and acceptance into this experience. The shaking is the prana, the life force that has been locked tight inside this area. And you're allowing it to flow again. Beautiful healing service for your body. Now, when you feel ready, bring the soles of your feet into contact with the mat again, and that trembling will most likely continue. Let it. Breathe and allow. Keep breathing the gift of Dharana down into this area of your sacred vessel of the body. When that feels like enough for you today, lengthen each leg slowly. When you do come to lie down, take a moment or two there. And this has been deep healing work, so all I invite you to do now is whatever feels like love for yourself. So that might be stillness, it might be hands to body, might be hugging the knees in, moving in a certain way. It's really important that we take time to integrate this experience. So we're going to come into the most comfortable, nurturing shavasana that you can create for yourself. Maybe that means grabbing a blanket or popping a bolster or a cushion under your knees. So build your shavasana nest in your own time and in your own way. I've got some essential oil for us, so if you'd like some, this one is called Nurture. Just offer me a hand and I will bring it to you. As I often say, Shavasana can, for many of us, feel like the most challenging yoga shape because it's where we meet ourselves with very, very few distractions. So let's close our eyes, give ourselves grace and space to integrate the experience of our practice. If you feel that your mind is traveling in different directions, I offer you a simple mantra that I find useful. Each time I inhale, I silently say so. And each time I exhale, I say hum. Inhale so, exhale hum. It's the mantra of acceptance. It means that it is that which I am. So hum. Acceptance of this moment. Going to take a still and quiet shavasana today. Notice what comes, what is brought to you from your inner landscape. All a gift. And let breath guide you there. You are loved and you are held. When you're ready, start to guide yourself back with some deeper breaths. Listen to that sound once again. Remember, you are the universe experiencing itself. Welcome any movements that feel good in your body right now. Take your time. Stretch and move. Maybe rest on your favourite side for a little while. And take a moment to notice how you feel at this end of practice. To honour any special moments you might have experienced, any shifts you might have felt. Anything you want to carry in your heart off your mat and into your day. In your own good time, find your way back to a comfortable seat. Keeping your eyes soft or closed. Once you are there, bring your hands together, rub them back and forth. Cherish that life force, the magic energy that flows through you and me, everything. Now take that up to your eyes. And now to your beautiful heart. And finally to anywhere on your body that you are guided to today. Breathing love and healing into that place. And releasing when you are ready. From my heart to yours, I thank you for sharing this practice. May it travel with us, shining its light into our lives. And the light in me bows to and honors the light within you. Namaste.